Welcome to Raising the Bar podcast. My name is Sarish Bhavnani, and my goal is to help people with the right information and simplify science. This podcast will cover different topics like fitness, nutrition, sports performance, workouts, and training. I'm looking forward to helping people, so let's get started. In today's episode, we will discuss fitness myths. What are those, and are they true or false? So let's find out. First question. 3 sets of 10, which means 3 sets of same exercises for 10 reps. Is it true or false? Well, it depends on the individual's goals. If you're a beginner or somebody who's just starting to work out, more likely, yes, that's fine. But the more you learn about your body, the more you grow with, you need to understand what's best for you. So for example, something's already preset, 3 sets of 10, it just gives you a foundation, a baseline. Doing maybe 4 sets of 12, 4 sets of 14, 15. Everybody's different. I'm different. I choose different methods to do the same exercises to find the best results. So I challenge you to do the same and find the best number for yourself. The second question I get asked a lot is, lifting heavy weights to lose weight fast. The answer could be true or false. You have to understand the structure and the process. Just by watching somebody online or in person lifting heavy weights and look in great shape, more power to them. But let's not jump on the conclusion. Think about how many years they put into it. Think about the structure, the discipline, the diet. There's more to it. So what I would suggest is start with light weights, medium weights if needed, and then more sets, more reps, and build your strength up to it. And then maybe heavy weights when you're ready for it, when you can handle it. So that way you can avoid injuries. You can avoid all the hassles you could get. Also, yes, you can lift heavy weights to lose weight. It will help you build muscle. More muscle will help burn more fat, but there's a process to it. So let's not jump on the conclusion and understand the process. Third question, are there any wrong exercises out there? The answer is there's no such thing as wrong exercises. There's effective and non-effective exercises. There's good and bad form with each exercise. It all depends on your goal. For example, if your goal is to lose weight and get toned, I wouldn't recommend a bodybuilding program for you or an exercise for you in the beginning because that would be counterproductive. Picking the right exercises for each program because each program should have a different phase. That would be the right thing to do. There are names of the exercises and named incorrectly, like kettlebell swings. There is no such thing as swing in kettlebell swings. It's more of a hip thrust, like sled push. You're pushing with your lower half, not the upper half. So the perception is something else than the reality. So that's what I believe in. The next question. You should do 2 to 3 days of abs exercises per week. Well, it depends. If your goal is to see a little bit definition in your midsection, by all means, go for it. I call it core versus abs because I'm working the whole lumbopelvic hip complex to get the best results that I want. In theory, every exercise that you do should have some kind of a core engagement. Could be deadlift, could be bench, could be squats, could be any exercise out there. Your core is always engaged. So really 2 to 3 days per week of abs is not the best answer, but I'll leave it up to you. I would challenge yourself with different exercises, rotational movements, different core exercising, challenging exercises. That's going to help you get to the next level. So that would be my answer. This is a good one. You can only get a great workout while listening to music. There are researches on both sides, working out with music or without music, and they both are very interesting. The first one says with music, it helps improve mood, fights fatigue, builds endurance, and enhance performance, which is great. Now, without music, it also says it helps you listen to your body better, get a better feedback on how you're moving and your efficiency. It also stimulates creativity, which is very interesting, and that's what I believe in. So the answer is doing both, working out with music and without music to see how you're moving, getting a proper feedback. And there's no right or wrong answer. It's just trying different things to find the best solution for yourself. The next question. Oh boy, we all have heard this many times. So here we go. My trainer told me to eat more protein. This is a very in-depth topic, so I will only cover the key highlight points. First of all, let me clarify. Personal trainers are not supposed to tell you how much protein you should eat. In fact, only a registered dietitian can tell you how much you should eat, which is out of our scope of practice. So let's stay within our scope of practice. I would rather focus on questions like, what are your workouts look like? What kind of exercises you're doing? Are you eating a balanced diet? Are you eating enough protein? Are you taking up to 35% of your caloric intake as your protein intake? Questions like these should help you. Not recommending fad diets. As we remember, Atkins' diet, which caused a lot of kidney issues because it was extremely high in protein. So we want to make sure we're not giving the wrong information and helping people. I would recommend better protein sources, better options if that's what you want to do, but don't tell people how much they should eat. That is not correct. The recommended caloric diet intake, mostly about protein, is general population 0.8 to 1 gram of protein per kilogram of body weight. If you're highly active or somebody who works out regularly, it goes from 1.2 to 1.4 grams of protein per kilogram of body weight. And if you're an endurance athlete, it goes from 1.2 to 1.7 gram of protein per kilogram of body weight. So that's the way you should look at it. So this concludes the first episode of my educational podcast. I have so many topics and so many things I want to go over, so I will be making a lot of episodes and answering all your questions. I appreciate your support and thank you so much.